was a Smash Bros. Fighters Pass 3. Who would be in the roster? And let's assume those 6 characters like Fighters Pass 2. And that you'll be getting new characters. So we all know Fighters Pass 2 include Min Min, Steve Alex, Sephiroth, Pyramithra, Kazuya, and Sora, which is that Pixadale. And the first Fighters Pass included Joker, Hero, Banjo-Kazooie, Terry, Byleth, as well. So those are all the characters that have been revealed. So we'll be talking about who could be on the Fighters Pass 3. Number 1, a Sonic character. Sonic hasn't had a second character in Smash Bros. Final Fantasy got their second character in Fighters Pass, but Sonic didn't. With Sonic Frontiers coming out, and yeah, Sonic Frontiers is coming out, and I'm assuming that the third Fighters Pass would go through, because the second one ended last year when Sora was announced, and the third one would start in this year until 2023. Adding a character like Dr. Eggman or Tails would make sense, considering the fact that Sonic Frontiers is coming out as well. And considering that Sakurai would know this game's coming out, I think it would be released alongside Frontiers coming out. And yeah. Number 2, we're going to be going with Crash Bandicoot. I said that Crash Bandicoot will not be in Smash Bros. Because there's no Fighters Pass 3. It's not real. There's no Fighters Pass 3, of course, confirmed. Sakurai said there's going to be no Fighters Pass 3, and of course he stood by his word, and there's still no Fighters Pass 3. But considering that Sora got in based off of fan requests and people wanting him in the game, similar to Banjo-Kazooie, I think Crash Bandicoot would probably be on the list due to the massive amount of fan requests Sakurai got probably for Crash Bandicoot. Of course, Crash Bandicoot wasn't as requested as, of course, Banjo and, of course, Sora, because, of course, people didn't really view him as a possibility back in the day. But I think that he'll probably be one of the characters in the Fighters Pass, considering the fact that people want him so badly in Smash Bros. That Sakurai would probably throw them a bone and allow Crash in Smash Bros. Number 3, an obscure character that nobody has heard of. Yep, every Fighters Pass character has an obscure character that nobody has heard of. Terry was in the last one, and people were expecting the main character from Tekken to be in the game, but no. Kazuya got put into the game instead. He's he's one of the main villains of the game. I think we're gonna get like a character that is not really that speculated in the Smash community. Isn't really that much speculated, in the Smash community, and it'll be added to the Fighters Pass as well. So we're going to have that one surprise character. If there was a Fighters Pass for you, I couldn't tell you who it was. Maybe, an indie game pick, maybe a character from a game that, is popular, but of course, the main character is not really a speculated character. Number 4, a character from a recent Nintendo game. So, they added Pyro and Mythra for Xenoblade 2, and they had Min Min from ARMS in Fighters Pass 2. It is very clear that Nintendo will probably add another character from a newer game. I'm assuming they'll probably add a Pokemon in a third Fighters Pass if it existed. Nintendo did have the final say in the character list, so there's 6 characters. Nintendo will of course put a character they want in the game. Byleth, Min Min, and Pyramithra were examples of this. So another very recent best-selling game was Pokemon Sword and Shield. But I think they'll use a more recent game. Pokemon Legends Arceus, or Pokemon Scarlet and Violet. Probably a Pokemon that they probably know will be popular from Pokemon Scarlet and Violet would probably have been included in the Fighters Pass 3. It wouldn't be a Cinderace or any, Gen 8 Pokemon. It would be a Pokemon from Gen 9, Pokemon Scarlet and Violet. It would probably be either one of the legendaries or Starter Evolution, or another Pokemon that they think will be very popular and marketable, like the new, the 2 new Pokemon they revealed a long time ago. They really look like Mega Man characters. There's probably a new Pokemon would probably be added to a, Fighters Pass as well, as well. So number 5, considering we had two Nintendo characters last time, I think we're going to have another Nintendo character, and it'll be from another Nintendo release as well. And it'll probably be the Mario. Probably, I have two choices here. The Rabbit, the new Mario Rabbit characters. This is from the Mario plus Rabbit series. As it won't be Rayman. It'll probably be the Mario Rabbit. And again, those games are really popular. Mario plus Rabbids Kingdom Battles were like 5 million copies or something. I don't know how much Box of Hope sold, but another game that could be represented is Kirby in the Forgotten Land. Another very new game. And considering that Sakurai loves Kirby so much, we could see a new character from that game. Either Riengao or Fecto Elfris as a new character in Smash Bros. Of course, these are from the newest Kirby game, and Forgotten Land was a very successful and popular game, and probably is the best-selling Kirby game of all time. So, I think including a character from that game, or including Morphle Knight and Galactonite as, a transformation character like Pyro and Mythra would also work, because Morphle Knight is also in Kirby in the Forgotten Land, and you can add both Morphle Knight and Galactonite as playable characters in the game. But, of course, the other two characters, Fecto Elfris, would have a unique moveset, and Riengao would also be a pretty good fit in the game. And that will be the last character in the game. So, yeah. We already went through all the trends. We had a character that is a second part of an already existing franchise, which Sephiroth was in the first one, second Fighters Pass, and also we had the two Nintendo characters. We also added Crash for the fan character, and then we added the obscure character in place for like how Kazuya was added. But then, we have to have the trendy character. Steve was added in Fighters Pass 2 because Minecraft is really popular. Fighters Pass 1 included Hero, as well because of how popular Dragon Quest is, and Joker Hero is the newer character, along with Byleth, and Banjo was the fan requested character, and Terry was the obscure character. In this next Fighters Pass, they say that this one says there's 7 characters, but it's using the same amount as Fighters Pass 2 if there's a hypothetical Fighters Pass 3. I think the last character would either be an Among Us character, since Sakurai loved Among Us, a Cyberpunk character. I think these would be the two options because Sakurai expressed his love for both games. Especially considering that Cyberpunk really got an anime and it revived that game from death. I think Sakurai could add a character from that game. Again, people say, but Cyberpunk isn't on Nintendo consoles. But again, that rule doesn't really matter because Persona 5 isn't on a Nintendo console either. Until very recently, they finally released Persona 5 on a Nintendo console. So, it could be, if a character from Cyberpunk, probably the main character, V, was added into Smash Bros., it would probably way down the line in the next Nintendo console, Cyberpunk could be added as a game on the next Nintendo console as well. And another character that could be a possibility is Among Us, the imposter. Why the imposter from Among Us? Because Sakurai actually liked Among Us, which means he would have had a chance to be in the game, and because of how popular Among Us, I think Nintendo wouldn't object to adding a character from Among Us. And he would also be the second indie character, unless the, obscure character is an indie game character like Sante or something. But he would be the second, the imposter would be the second indie game character added into Smash Bros. Besides Minecraft, Steve, and Alex. Because Minecraft was originally developed as an indie game. So, as Among Us was an indie game as well, which will give indie games 2 characters in Smash Bros. And why did I pick a character like Sans or Cuphead? Well, they were already Mii costumed. We didn't want to put characters that were Mii costumes in the paid DLCs. So, we're not adding those characters in the Smash Bros. And the obscure character could be any character. But if we want to go by fighting games, Scorpion, even though he's a very iconic character in gaming, Scorpion could be added if we want to keep it the trend where we have one fighting game character per Fighters Pass. But really, it's going to be an unexpected character, a character that will be very surprising and very unexpected to be added to Smash Bros. Probably a character that's probably from a game that Sakurai really likes. It could be another Capcom character like Dante from Devil May Cry. Even though he's a very eclectic character, everybody would be expecting Monster Hunter, and then they could put the meme, but it was Dante instead, and Dante somehow gets in Smash Bros. As well. Or it could be from another Nintendo game that, is much more obscure, like Rhythm Heaven, then is an example of a more obscure game, or Starfy, despite him being an assist trophy, or or another Mario character that isn't really too popular as well. So yeah, I think those are the next characters. And that if there was a Fires Pass free, I think those would be the characters. I think you also swap up, the other Nintendo rep for, of course, like King Ari or something as well if they want to add him into Smash Bros. But I think, adding a Pokemon character from Pokemon Scarlet and Violet, as well as a Mario plus Rabbids rep or a new Kirby rep, it's much more likely than adding King Ari for Paper Mario as well. But King Ari would also have a pretty unique moveset revolving around the origami he uses as well. Well, and also he could use his Visa state scenario and summon them into battle as well. And I think that would also be a pretty unique moveset because he can summon the Stapler for attacks, he can summon Scissors for attack, the Hole Puncher, the Tape as his grab, and then the Tape just tapes him down. Or King Ari can use summon Stapler and he can grab, and he can use the Stapler to grab him, and the Stapler can attack him. Yeah, King Ari would have a pretty unique, would have a lot of room for a moveset, but yeah, that is it for the hypothetical for this Pass free. So we all know this is a hypothetical, excuse me. Fires Pass free is definitely not happening because Sakurai said there won't be a Fires Pass free. But yeah, I think this will be the most likely route to go. Or maybe Nintendo might add Waluigi finally in the Smash Bros. But if we're giving the trends of the other Fires Passes, I think that would be the most likely one as well. And yeah, considering that I didn't put any Square Enix characters because we already have 3 characters from Square Enix in the Fires Pass as well. Hero, Sephiroth, and of course Sora being added into Smash Bros. As well. Well, and maybe if we had a 7th character, it would be Waluigi because he's Waluigi. He just somehow gets in, based off being Waluigi. But yeah, I think that would be the most likely case for a Fires Pass free if he was added into the game. If they were added a Fires Pass free. So yeah, I think we would have like an unexpected character that sometimes they speculate, but it's not a character that is not really speculated too much on the Fires Pass as well. So yeah. And actually, this guy predicted Steve being the second Fires Pass character. Of course, we all know none of these characters would be added, but yeah, as well. But yeah, that's basically this video. Goodbye.